I rise today to discuss the Trump administration's efforts to undo the open internet order. Together, we must protect net neutrality and ensure that all content on the internet receives equal treatment from broadband providers, regardless of who owns the content or how deep their pockets are. 2 years ago, American consumers and businesses celebrated the FCC's landmark vote to preserve a free and open internet by reclassifying broadband providers as common carriers under Title II of the Communications Act. The vote came after the FCC received nearly 4 million public comments, the vast majority of which urged the agency to enact strong rules protecting net neutrality. Consumers urged the Commission to protect their unfettered and affordable access to content. A wide range of advocacy organizations pressed the Commission to ensure that broadband providers couldn't pick and choose which voices and ideas would actually reach consumers. And small and large businesses alike asked the internet to remain an open marketplace where everyone can participate on equal footing, free from discrimination by companies like Comcast and Verizon and AT&T. The FCC responded by establishing rules that are strong, clear, and enforceable, rules that prevent broadband providers from blocking or throttling lawful online content, and rules that stop providers from charging websites for access to fast lanes. And perhaps, and most importantly, the FCC implemented these rules within a time-tested legal framework that allows the agency to respond to challenges to net neutrality that arise in the future. Following the common sense path that I have long urged, the FCC recognized that broadband access is a Title II service, a classification that the D.C. Circuit has upheld and had previously signaled was necessary in order to establish strong rules. The FCC's vote to implement strong net neutrality rules was an important victory for American consumers and for American business. And that victory demonstrated the overwhelming power of grassroots activism and civic participation. In 2014, millions of Americans from across the political spectrum organized to ensure that their voices were heard, and in the process, they redefined civic engagement in our country. But in the 21st century, that kind of participation requires an open internet, a place where people can freely share information and engage in meaningful public discourse. Because of net neutrality, a handful of multi-billion-dollar companies cannot bury sites offering alternative viewpoints or attempt to control how users get their information. And because of net neutrality, people from across the nation can connect with each other, share their ideas on the internet, and organize a community effort. I have always called net neutrality the free speech issue of our time, because it embraces our most basic constitutional freedoms, because unrestricted public debate is vital to the functioning of our democracy. Now, perhaps more than ever, the need to preserve a free and open internet is abundantly clear. That's why I am so concerned about Chairman Pai's proposal to gut the strong net neutrality rules that we fought so hard for. Tomorrow, the FCC will vote officially to initiate a proceeding to undo the open internet order. But importantly, American consumers and businesses will once again have an opportunity to make their voices heard. I hope that the American people will contact the FCC, that they will remain engaged and willing to speak up, and that they will continue to use the internet to spread ideas and organize support and ultimately counter the deep-pocketed ISPs and the politicians who seek to undermine net neutrality. 2 years ago, the best principles of our democracies won out. I do believe that with the same energy and determination that has gotten us this far, net neutrality supporters can garner another win for the American people.